everyone, welcome to Watch It Paint It. This is just going to be a quick video, not quite sure what exactly I'm going to do yet, but this magazine has just come out in the UK. I don't think it's available anywhere else, but I saw somebody mention Spain, so I'm not 100% sure if it's nowhere. And I don't know if they've got plans to put it everywhere, but I wanted to show it you anyway, because if you're in the UK and you've not somehow heard or seen this will bring it to your attention. If you're outside of the UK, you can just be a little bit envious of us getting this first, but hopefully you guys will get it. So this is the official Warhammer 40k collection, Warhammer Conquest, I guess the magazine's called, Warhammer 40k Conquest. And issue 1, this is why it's a big deal. First issue is only $1.99. Now normally, who cares? Unless you're going to get a lot, what difference does it make that you get a taster for cheap? However, because this, you can see what you get. You're going to get 3 Citadel paints, some Space Marines, and well, it even says here, oh, sorry, the light's overly bright, but includes 3 miniatures, 3 paints, and 1 brush for $1.99. Well, I don't use Citadel myself, so I'm not 100% sure, but I bet one of the paints is about £2 anyway. So look at the immense value. You get some paper or a magazine. Now, myself, I've never played Warhammer. I don't own any real Warhammer stuff. I certainly don't own any of the 40k things. I've never painted it. And I think this is a fantastic little taster for myself. And even if I don't want it, if I don't go this way, the paints and the brush, $1.99, bish bash bosh, can't complain. So I'm just going to zoom the video along, but I'm just going to open this. I just don't want to rattle it all on camera. So back in a sec. And the back. And let's have a look. So as I mentioned, we'll start with this because this is the value, right? Like I'm seeing people in the UK picking up 10 copies of this for this, which I think to some extent is a little bit greedy, but I did have to go in 8, probably even more shops to find a copy of this. That is, so I can, after that, I could semi-understand why people are buying so many to get the value, but like one of these paints is going to last me multiple years, so I don't see the need to make sure nobody else can buy it, but each your own, do as you please. And nice, these look really cool. They feel really cool. It's really thick plastic. I've never had any Warhammer stuff on the sprue, so that's quite cool. So you have to build them, that'll be new, so that's a little bit of practice, something new for me, so I get to try something new. $1.99, so that's cool. If nothing else, I can make a tutorial on painting these guys, or they can be spare models, for practicing stuff. I often practice things off camera, so I've got some idea. Then you get McCrag blue. Somebody will have to let me know if that is the colour, is that the matching colour of the Space Marines. I will be phoning Benson in a minute. Bad and black, so Benson uses a lot of that. Again, I don't own any Citadel paint, so it's a great little taster for me just to try out the paints, if nothing else. Like, let's find out if these paints are as good as they're supposed to be. And Retributor armor, so that's like a gold, which is nice because my golds are actually running out. And black, that's my most used color. I actually will run out of black, so it's always good to get more. And then the blue looks like a million other blues that I've got, but it's nice to have. You get bases for the models as well, so that's nice. I actually, even if I don't use the bases with these specific models, I always need some bases when I get prototypes and stuff, so that's handy. And then, as I mentioned, you get a brush. It's got the cover. It's black. That's quite cool. Feels cheap. Feels like it's quite bendy and flexible. It says starter brush, so it's a starter brush. It's got a point. I don't know, that to me, who knows? Let's get it wet. That don't look very good, but we'll find out. I'll give it a try. And $1.99. So that's the goodies, I guess you'd call it. What's this? You get a free poster inside. That was on the back of this, so you couldn't possibly see that without ripping it off. Oh, and then it shows you what the subscription would get if you're more interested in getting lots and lots. I guess that's pretty cool. Well, that's quite a big. So you get a big poster if you care. Like, I don't think my wife would like me to put this up on any of our walls, but you do get a poster and a description of what you could subscribe for. And I've actually, I don't play it, I don't know much about it, but looking at the value of the subscription, it's not cheap. I think it's 80 episodes and it ends up being £600, £700, but you're supposed to get twice that in value. And if you're like me and you don't play it, you're not trying to collect whatever it even builds, you could just pick and choose, like I saw somewhere it tells you how much the next one is, and you get 3 more models, a paint pot, some dice next time, I think. So you get a bunch of stuff, and it's £5, so it's still reduced. May well be picking that one up. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to pick up a second one. You get, I've not even bought a magazine in 20 years or so, so you get some fluff. Let's get rid of that. It tells you where all the Games Workshop shops are if you need some help, which I might do. And then you get a little magazine, so you're supposed to collect them all up. They've got those ring binder slots, so you can gather them all up. So this is probably some fluff about Space Marines, more fluff about Space Marines, the green Space Marines. I can't wait for the comments. Somebody's going to tell me that these are different things, the Ultra Space Marines. So these Ultra Marines, right. So there's all different chapters. Now, somebody, well, I'll have to let me know. Are they all identical? I'm going to have to phone Benson, aren't I? Is it just what colours you choose to paint them? So they've provided you the colours to paint these as Ultramarines, but I presume I could do Raven Guard if I've just used the black and is that yellow? So it looks like you're going to need a few additional colours, but I might try and paint these just using that and see how far you can get, because it'd be great if for $1.99 you could test the hobby as a whole. You know, you've got everything in here potentially to paint your first 1 to 3 models. I think that'd be absolutely fantastic if you could do that for such a small investment. You know, a lot of people don't know. I myself didn't want to invest hundreds of pounds until I knew, you know, this is the hobby for me. It explains the different types. This is, oh my goodness, why don't I play this? This is cool. So let's have, oh, it's gonna, I do not read that. Is it what is that? Intercessors? I'm not reading that. I'll read that as another word. So you need some stuff to snip it off. Hopefully I can just use a knife because I haven't got this. Citadel make their own. Then it shows you how to assemble them. Sergeant Decius, Intercessor Apollon. They've got different names because you glue the arms on differently. This is crazy. Painting your models brings them to life. And then it shows you how to paint them. So, doing me out of a job. Brush, water, paint. This is basically what I do, right? Get your brush, get some water, get a paint, stick it on the model. Oh, it's going to show you where to put the Abaddon Black. It's going to show you where to put the armor. And it's going to... Oh, did it just show you to base coat the... No, it can't be base coat. Where does it show you about priming it? Is it saying you don't need to prime these? I might try that for lols. We'll see. And then you finish. Yeah, that's not bad. You can get quite a long way with just what they provide. So I might give that a whirl. Then it tells you about playing the game, I guess. That's quite cool. I wonder if it tells you enough to... Does that explain how to play? Blah, 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 blah. I don't think so. I don't think you can then go and play with these 3 models. But it'd be quite cool if you could try out the whole range and then a bit more advertisement. That's it, guys. But, you know, I'm going to probably go and paint these and let you know a bit more. But $1.99, if you're in the UK and you're in this hobby, whether you play Warhammer or not, go and find this if you can, and it's not sold out and somebody hasn't bought all 10 copies in your newsagents. As I said, I had to go to 8 to 10 shops. I actually found this in Co-op in the UK. Of all the places, all the different huge supermarkets and newsagents I went to, found it in Co-op in the end. Issue number 1. I'm well impressed so far. Let's see if I get another one. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more. Thank you all very much for watching.